Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. And of course, we got non-farm payroll numbers tomorrow, so there's not a lot of directional stuff to do before then because that's just kind of a crapshoot. However, there have been lots of earnings trades and shorter-term trades, and we can kind of take a look at some of those. So Fitbit, this is one we did yesterday. The stock, kind of came down and traded sideways to down, and it was a fairly easy play. What we did on this one is just sold. We just went and sold 2 times the expected move simply because the premiums were so juicy. So sold this $20 call, $13 puts, and that closed out with $780 there, at least in terms of an open P&L. And then the other one that was interesting was Whole Foods Market. Now this one, I actually was bearish on the stock, and I sold calls. And you might think like, well, okay, so you got hosed, right? Well, no. So we sold outside of the expected move, so sold the $32 calls. You can see it rallied only to $30.21. So at this point, they're worthless. And so that's good because $420, I can wire this profit out of my account and go buy 2 bags of groceries at Whole Foods. And then the fun one, it was a little hairy, was Trip. And it came down, and we were pretty bearish on it. It was like, well, great. And then this morning it kind of spiked up and then kind of ended up settling down. But all in all, it was still, the whole idea of earnings is you're playing that implied volatility crush. And in this case, it was good for about $7,000 because we sold the at-the-money calls and some out-of-the-money calls. And overall, a pretty solid kind of an earnings play. And then for today in the room, we did FireEye. You can see that one's going down. That's good, at least the way we played it, and just at least the strategies that we used. And this one was just to sell calls. We did it as a spread, so as not to stress. The 16-20-20 call spread, at this point we should get max profit on it. And then one today that I did also bet and sell calls on was Yelp. And we can see Yelp is up a little bit, but at this point not through the expected move. So the expected move on Yelp was $3. After hours were up about, $1.30, which is perfectly fine. Sold the 26 half calls and then the 21 half call, 25 call spread. This one will be right in the middle. If it comes down a little bit, great, but at this point, not too much to worry about. And then what was interesting is after hours is seeing Herbalife. So Herbalife reported earnings, and it's potentially going to get a decent short squeeze here. Now, I did not do an earnings play on it, because I was a little nervous about the stock, but once a stock goes through the expected move, it oftentimes will keep going higher. So we actually bought the stock, the actual stock after hours, and we'll see if this thing keeps going higher overnight. All right, so that's what we got. And then of course tomorrow, we've got the employment data. All kinds of things could go on there. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we're positioned for that in the premium video, but really it's a good one to hurry up and wait for, and we can step into it tomorrow. All right, so hope that helped there. And last but not least, keep in mind, Raghi will have her currency trading seminar this Saturday. And I was just talking earlier about the non-farm payrolls tomorrow. And essentially, you're going to understand how the non-farm payrolls numbers are interpreted by the action and the reaction of the currencies. So tomorrow I'm going to be watching dollar, yen, CAD, Aussie, just to see how they act, and that's going to give me a clue as to what kind of trading I want to focus on that day, because how the currencies react tells the story. Anyway, Raghi will be talking all about this on Saturday, kind of showing you how to interpret it, how to trade it, all that kind of fun stuff. Saturday class is just $297. If you guys like the live trading, $497 has 2 days of live trading and includes this. I'm going to be there listening in as well. It's going to be a great class. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.